Hi Pisces, welcome to your November 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Pisces. This will not resonate with every Pisces that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading's not for you at all, Pisces, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Pisces. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Pisces and cross watchers that energy is fluid. And this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's tune in. All right, so let's see what's happening for my Pisces in love and romance for the month of November. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with the Pisces? What is going on in this month for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know about their love life? What is the energy surrounding my Pisceans in love and romance? Tell me about it, Spirit. All right. Let's see what we have. Reconciliation, Pisces, and it says someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, this is similar energy that's kind of continuing from your last reading. If you're new here, welcome. But for those who were tuned into the last reading, it still feels like that energy is lingering. And it feels like someone from your past is coming back to have a reunion, to reconcile with you, has been missing you, wants you, can't stop thinking about you. You've been on their mind ever since you stopped talking, ever since things, ended. And for that reason, it's giving them more of an incentive to reach out to you. They feel this is their one shot, their one chance, so why not take it? I do feel someone's afraid of what you're going to say, though. I don't know how things ended between the two of you, but I do feel if they're coming back, it's for a reason to kind of hash things out. To maybe for some of you guys, an apology is needed. You've been waiting to hear an apology. Maybe they left things on really bad terms because they had their own unhealed wounds that they weren't ready to address. Let's go ahead and see some more energy about this situation here. Tell me more. Blossom Judgment with number 20. Interesting. Judgment is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but I'm also feeling Scorpio energy with this card here. So yeah, I really do feel that this reconciliation was meant to happen for the two of you, was always part of Spirit's plan. The separation had to happen so someone could really start to heal and understand themselves or in a way that they didn't really understand before they met you. I really do feel, Pisces, that you are the catalyst for their growth, their spiritual awakening, their maturity, and their development. And I think that that was, for some of you, the part of this purpose of you guys connecting was to spark something within each other. For some of you, Pisces, so you can better understand when there's things that are in your control and when things are out of your control. And if you guys did the best you could, Spirit's not saying you did anything wrong. Spirit's saying the only reason why this had to end is because something was out of balance. And until that person healed, until that person came in full awareness of themselves, it was never going to work. But there's something different this time around. And this is a second chance with Judgment, a second opportunity that they're seeking for you. They want you to know they've changed. They want you to know that they've grown. But is it enough? Let's see what the tarot has to say. I saw the letter M, as in Mia, as in Michael, first, middle, last initial can mean something to someone, but it doesn't have to be the case. The Moon card, wow. Pisces energy at the dead center of this. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Pisces or someone with Pisces in their chart. Man, they're going to be a little bit intimidated and afraid to fully reach out to you and to be vulnerable, but they know they have to do it. They know they have to show you every aspect of themselves, explain every complexity that they couldn't before, if you're going to give this a shot or a chance. But since your separation, and from, the whole time, I feel you guys have had visualizations of this person, dreams of this person. Maybe some of you, when you guys weren't talking, had communication through telepathy, through daydreams, through, dreams in itself. But let's go ahead and pull more cards before I dive deep into this. Yeah. But the silence has made you suspicious of it all. Why couldn't you say this before? I think that's still kind of what is going to be on the back of someone's mind. It feels definitely suspicious energy, but Judgment's crowning this. So Spirit even wants you to guys know, even the suspicious ones, we brought this back into your life for some sort of say, a final call, a final shot. So do know that there's divine intervention in this. 8 of Cups. Yeah, rooting this. Someone knows you're not as emotionally engaged anymore. Someone knows that you had to walk away, or that they did things to walk you away, to push you away. But again, how they view you as the 6 of Cups, for as long as this has been going on, there's still something that they just can't let go of you, that they still think about all the time with you. They think that there's more to this than they even realized at the time, but through the separation, they get it now. All right. So yeah, wow, let's jump right on in. Bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card, Leo energy. So I do feel this is in regards to the energetic cord between the two of you. The telepathic cord, spiritual cord, psychic cord has always been very, very strong. And even when you guys had to let each other go or go your separate ways, there is still someone subconsciously with the Moon card here holding on to this connection. I do feel for others of you, what you didn't see through this person in the past or during this whole separation is the growth they've done that I can see is genuine. For anyone that was dealing with someone that was narcissistic, manipulative, vindictive, I don't think this is your reading. I just see someone that was very wounded, someone who trusted their fears more than their love. And I think that's kind of what Spirit decided had to be the turning point for both of you. But with this Strength card, I do feel someone's overcome a lot of inner demons. Someone has done a lot of work to address those lower vibrational tendencies or patterns that they do to sabotage connections that they specifically did that sabotaged what you two had. And I do think someone's been building up the courage to reach out to you, what to say to you and how to say it, because they want to do it with honor. They want to do it with integrity. For some of you, yeah, an apology has definitely been building up here. And again, I don't feel it has anything to do with cheating, like anything like that, but it feels more of why I wasn't ready before, why I couldn't be the person you wanted to be at the time. Maybe this ended in the month of August or end of July for some of you. And even if it's been that long ago, they still have had feelings for you. They still very much think about you. I'm hearing every day. Someone could wear gold jewelry, gold bracelets, gold necklaces, maybe even a gold watch I'm seeing for someone out there. So let's dive right on in. The center of this is the Moon card. This is Pisces energy, also Cancer energy for me as a reader. So I wonder if some of you guys are going to get a call or a text message at night, late at night. And it's because I feel like they were up and thinking about finally reaching out to you. And that's why they're doing it so late at night. But I feel with the moon card here, mainly for most of you, there's a lot of fears, a lot of suspicions on both ends. I think Pisces obviously was someone that, felt like pushed you away, felt like rejected you, or that you had to walk away from because they weren't fulfilling you. I understand if seeing this person's message again, if you guys have recently been in contact with this person and have had your suspicions, I don't think they're unfounded. And I feel this person, if they kind of sense the shift in your energy where you're a little bit different now, a little bit more reserved or shy or not as trusting, I think they kind of understand. And I think that there's still more they have to reveal to you, that through slow and steady, they're kind of slowly doing it, but I think it's going to be fully revealed around, for some of you, the full moon that's happening this month. Comment below the specific date. I think it's November 5th or 7th. Maybe those dates will be important to you guys regardless if the full moon's out or not. But anyway, I feel that there's a lot of things that someone is choosing to finally show you that they've been trying to bury. And I think, Pisces, you're also going to be aware that this whole breakdown, separation that happened really wasn't anything personal or anything having to do with the love you gave, with their feelings for you. It really had to do with subconscious wounds and triggers that were really surfacing from feelings developing further between the two of you. And I think they're fully coming forward with it, which is scary for them. But I think, too, the main reason why they're doing this is because they've always had this intuitive gut feeling that there is something special about you, more about you, than they were willing to accept before. But they're ready for it now. And even if they're in the dark, they think that by reaching out to you will bring them back to the light again. Maybe this was someone that you kind of have fears about too, because maybe they had a tendency to party a bit, drink, drugs to cope and stuff like that. And maybe there were certain addictions or tendencies or patterns that they may still struggle with from time to time, but they are really wanting to work on it. And they think that the first step in kind of taking accountability for things that went wrong between the two of you is being fully vulnerable with it. I do feel an emotional conversation coming up, an emotional long text message, paragraph message that they'll want to send to you, that they're afraid to, but they know it's the only way to get you to really understand how much work they've done and how much they're willing to put themselves out there to show you that they're different this time. I don't know why I'm picking up on this, but someone could have like a twin. Just saying out there, or maybe Gemini energy is coming through here. Anyway, the challenge of this is the Four of Swords. Libra energy. So what I feel from this Four of Swords is, the fact that it's taken so long for them to come forward, or why now type of energy. I think, Pisces, you did a lot during this time of separation to heal, to recharge. If this really did disappoint you, or for the fact that they didn't move the way that you would hope they would take that chance, take that opportunity, and they just didn't, they thought it was safer not to, it was something that you kind of had to disconnect from mentally and emotionally so you could rebuild yourself back up again. But I do feel that the lack of communication is something that's been hard for both of you, because maybe you did used to talk all the time, text each other throughout the whole day, and they miss not being able to text you and see what you're up to and see what you're doing for the weekend. And maybe even the way they come back for some of you, or if they already have, it was like a little bit awkward. Like they almost asked, like, how have you been, or, you know, I saw this movie or heard the song and it made me think of you, or trying to bring up something from the past to be the loophole into conversation with you. But yeah, with this Four of Swords being the challenge, it's for the fact that it's been a few months since you guys have spoken, or it's been so long. I think during that whole time, it was difficult for you guys to understand where they were at on their end when they were not communicating it. You felt like maybe in the past that just their communication, when it came to deep things, emotional things, they would avoid it. And that really bothered you. What's crowning this is Judgment. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Also Scorpio energy for me as a reader. So for some of you, Spirit wants to come in and say that this reconciliation is happening for a big reason. And that reason being closure, that reason being confirmation. For some of you, this connection is meant to continue, is meant to heal. I do feel that for some of you where you had that gut feeling that, you know, business wasn't finished between the two of you, you really never got to say everything that you wanted to say to this person, or you thought that they were holding back from everything that you felt that you knew they felt and thought about you, but they just weren't ready to say it. This is the time now for them to actually do it. There were delays. They weren't ready. But Spirit has been putting them through the process, through the journey to heal. And Spirit's saying they're ready now, and that's why they're coming forward. It's a wake-up call for sure that they've been through in this separation without you. Maybe for some of you, you do have kids with this person, and that's kind of what kept you guys bonded in some way. But I think especially they want to get back together, not only because you're the parent of their child, but they want that family life with you, and they want to give that to their kid. And that's why they want to heal and fix things, for some. Someone could also have an X in their name, randomly picking up on like Alex, Lexi, whatever. But this is Spirit saying this is an opportunity at a second chance for the two of you, and Spirit is bringing them into your life for this reason. To work on things, to heal things. Because there is a bond, there is a contract. But what's reading this is the Eight of Cups, Pisces energy. So Pisces, yeah, I do feel if this is happening currently, or, you know, this will happen, you are emotionally protecting yourself by distancing yourself emotionally. And they're going to notice it. They're going to notice you're not as warm, you're not as cheery, you're not as welcoming maybe, that there is a guard up. But you don't want to be hurt again. And that's why, you know, they feel the emotional distance. And they do regret pushing you away. They do regret doing whatever they did to sabotage the connection that made you decide you had to walk away. But they're looking to make things right. I keep on hearing, I'm sorry. And so I don't know if that will change anything, or if that is the one thing you need to hear. Because if they try to just sweep it under the rug without apologizing or without holding accountability, there's no way you can emotionally be hopeful in this. And if, you know, you do decide to work on this, or you were just waiting to see if they would actually do anything to keep you to stay, they're going to have to do a lot, and they're going to have to be patient. But they know that's the deck of cards they're working with everything they set it up to be. But they don't want you to tap out. They don't want you to not believe in this. There are two eights here. Your birthday could be March 8th, March 18th, perhaps February 28th for someone out there. You could be seeing 888 as a number synchronicity. Your energy in this, or how they see your energy, how they see you as the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. Some of you could possibly have Scorpio rising maybe, or strong Scorpio placements, but yeah, there's just something they could never forget about you. And for some of you, maybe the connection has gone on for a long time. Maybe it's been since you guys were younger, when you were in school together, I'm hearing for some of you guys. Whether that was just college or university or even before that. They've always had a picture of you two that they always still look at. And maybe Pisces on your end, if this is how you feel about this situation. I think a lot of you, there's a part of you that's happy that this person's back, but others of you, you just really don't want to get your hopes up. And you're remembering the past and what happened in the past. And that really is making you still kind of being weary of this or suspicious of it. But I do want to say again, that spirit is saying that we would not have let this person come back if they were going to repeat karmic cycles. We would not have allowed it. So I don't know if that helps anyone here, but I do feel that very strongly. But with the Six of Cups, they could never stop feeling for you. They could never stop thinking about you. And the feelings for you have not changed. It's still very strong, and they still have cared and always will probably care about you, even if you do decide you don't want anything of this. They're always still going to look back on what they had with you as being something memorable, unforgettable. You could be really good at art, drawing, photography. That could be a hobby of yours or something you make a living off of. And there's something of theirs you still have, like a jacket, a sweater, maybe a gift that they gave you that you keep on your dresser or in your dresser, for very specifically for a few of you. But how they are in this, how you may see them, and what they want in this connection is the Empress. Taurus energy. I also feel Libra energy with this card here. So Pisces, I think you always have been very attracted to them physically. You always thought them as being very handsome, very beautiful. For some of you, you could have seen them as having issues with their feminine energy before, with being emotionally available, emotionally open. You cared so much about this, but you could only do so much, right? To show them that you loved them, to show them that you cared about them. But I think now they realize it's their turn to prove this, and they want to show it. They're going to be dedicated in this. And I do feel, Pisces, for some of you, this is still the person you really hoped for and wanted. But in some way, you had to surrender the process. You had to surrender the journey. And so I feel like surrendering was a huge point of their growth. Seeing that you weren't going to chase, that you weren't going to force anything to happen. It gave them a huge opportunity and advantage to do the growth. Some of them may have had a mother wound or mother issues around that. And I feel with this Empress card, maybe they're very creative as well. And you've always admired them for their creativity. But I think that there is something this time around where it's going to take a bit to show you, but eventually I do feel you're going to see the improvement. You're going to see the dedication. You're going to see the care. And they're ready to stay or try to show you this as long as they need to. They want you to feel safe again. They want you to feel secure in this again. And they're willing to do what it takes to make you feel that way, to be safe with them. All right, Pisces, to see the likely outcome of the situation, what's likely to happen, what are they likely to do in the very near future, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you what they're likely to do, and also pull some oracle cards as well to just dive deeper into this connection if you still have unanswered questions about all this, we're going to go ahead and get them answered in the extended reading. And if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Pisces, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you. I hope it's provided you with clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's happening in your love life or will soon unfold in your love life. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Pisces, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Pisces.